Hey guys, John Haas here at Warrior Fitness Gym, Hainsport, New Jersey. I want to talk to you today about a common problem with in the martial arts and also in the fitness, strength, and conditioning, and that's the problem of wrist strength, flexibility, and mobility. In the martial arts that we teach and study here, Bujinkan, Budo Taijutsu, there's a lot of emphasis on wrist locks, wrist throws, and a lot of people, you know, they start to get pain in the wrist. Also, in fitness, in strength and conditioning, you know, if you're doing a lot of movement that has you pressing like this, you start to, if you don't counter this movement with the functional opposite, you start ending up with pain right in this area, and it gets to be not only annoying but almost to the point of injury. So you need to work on mobility, and once you do mobility, you also need to strengthen this area as well. So what we're going to do is I'll show you a couple different mobility drills. First one's very basic. You're going to take your wrists, just make circles with the fists, both directions, just to mobilize the area, increase the blood flow and circulation there. And then you're going to, you can see I'm going to move the wrist up and down. So up and down here, and then inside, outside, and then you put them together and you make a full circle, up, down, inside, outside. Okay? Good, so that's the mobility work. You can also do that with the hands open. All right? Hands open or closed, either way. When it comes to stretching the wrists, there's a variety of different ways. You can stretch here, right? Put your hand on the ground, and that's going to stretch all the way up into here. You can stretch this direction, right? A good exercise to do is actually with both hands on the ground, both wrists on the ground, put a little bit of pressure, not too much, because in the beginning this is going to hurt as well. And you want to kind of just move the wrists around. Okay, keep the pressure, and then just move the wrists so you're mobilizing, but it's kind of a mobilized strength exercise. Okay? So this way, this way, this way, this way. Right? Once you start to get used to that movement and you start to build some strength, then what you can do is you can actually add a little bit of weight. Alright? So starting here, you can go out on your knees, do some push-ups. If you're good there, go to a full push-up position and do some push-ups that way. Don't do too many at first. Okay, because you want to strengthen the tendons in here. Tendons take a little bit longer to strengthen than muscle, so don't overdo this. Increase the mobility, right? Okay, and then work on these strengthening exercises. Do this one, and then gradually you can get to the point where you're doing full push-ups on the wrists, okay? Another way, so that's this direction, but your wrist also goes in this direction, right? So in order to increase that range of motion, you're going to take your top of your fist, like you're holding a knife or something, and place that on the ground, both of them here, and then from here, you're going to do the same thing. You can roll this down, roll this up, and then gradually start to increase the amount of pressure that you're putting on it. Eventually, you get to where you can go full push up here, bring this all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up. Okay? But again, you have to develop this slowly. All right? Oh, the last one. This is the last. not only the last exercise I'm going to show you, but also the last exercise you should attempt, because this has a high level of difficulty. Okay? It's kind of cool though, and when you can do it, you can impress friends and parties. What you're going to do is, again, you're going to start here on the wrist, but instead of just doing the wrist push-up, you're going to go up to the fists, down to the wrist. Fists, wrists, fists, wrists, fists. Okay? Make sure you have a firm foundation in the basics of just strengthening the wrist. Okay? Then increase the weight, the leverage for the push-ups. And then finally, you can do those crazy wrist to fist push-ups. All right? Thank you.